Welcome back to Bitcoin Basics, your guide to understanding cryptocurrency. In the first episode, we explored what Bitcoin is, a decentralized, transparent, and scarce form of digital money. If you haven't watched that video, I highly recommend you check it out before diving into this one. Today, we're taking the next step, how Bitcoin works, and, most importantly, how you can start using it. By the end of this episode, you'll know how Bitcoin transactions happen, how to acquire Bitcoin, and how to keep it safe. So, if you're ready to take control of your financial journey, let's dive in. Let's start with the basics of how Bitcoin transactions actually happen. To use Bitcoin, you'll need something called a wallet. A Bitcoin wallet isn't like the wallet in your pocket. It's a digital tool that holds two key pieces of information: your public key and your private key. Think of your public key as your email address. It's the information you share with others so they can send Bitcoin to you. Your private key, on the other hand, is like the password to that email account. It's what allows you to access and control your Bitcoin. Never share your private key with anyone. It's the key to your digital safe. Now, when you send Bitcoin to someone, here's what happens. First, you enter their public key and the amount of Bitcoin you want to send. This information is bundled into something called a transaction. That transaction is then broadcast to the Bitcoin network, where miners come into play. Miners are like the gatekeepers of Bitcoin. They use powerful computers to solve complex mathematical problems that validate transactions. Once your transaction is verified, it's added to a block and permanently recorded on the blockchain. This process ensures that every Bitcoin transaction is secure and cannot be tampered with. To make it relatable, think of the blockchain like a giant digital library. Every time you make a transaction, it's like adding a new book to that library. The librarians, miners, make sure that book is legitimate before it's added to the shelves, where it will stay forever. Now that you know how transactions work, let's talk about how to actually get Bitcoin. The most common way is through a cryptocurrency exchange. Think of an exchange as a digital marketplace where you can buy Bitcoin using your regular money, like dollars or euros. Some popular exchanges include Coinbase, Binance, and Kraken. When choosing an exchange, look for one that's reputable, secure, and easy to use. Another way to acquire Bitcoin is peer-to-peer. This involves buying Bitcoin directly from another person, often through platforms that connect buyers and sellers. It's like buying something on Craigslist, but for cryptocurrency. You can also find Bitcoin ATMs in some areas. These allow you to purchase Bitcoin with cash. It's convenient, but the fees can be higher. Finally, there's mining, earning Bitcoin by participating in the process of verifying transactions. However, mining has become highly competitive and resource-intensive, so it's not the easiest option for beginners. No matter how you acquire Bitcoin, always make sure you're using a trusted platform or seller. Scams are unfortunately common in the crypto world, so do your research and double-check before making any purchases. Once you've acquired Bitcoin, the next step is keeping it safe. There are two main types of wallets: hot wallets and cold wallets. Hot wallets are connected to the internet and are great for convenience. These include mobile apps, desktop software, and web-based wallets. However, because they're online, they're more vulnerable to hacks. Cold wallets, on the other hand, are offline and much more secure. These include hardware wallets, like a USB device that stores your private keys, and even paper wallets, where your keys are written down or printed. For beginners, starting with a trusted hot wallet is fine, but as your Bitcoin holdings grow, consider moving them to a cold wallet for maximum security. Here's a tip: always enable two-factor authentication on your wallet and never share your private key. It's like having a vault with two locks. one for the key you own, and one for the unique code sent to your phone or email. Now that you have Bitcoin and it's securely stored, what can you do with it? First, you can use Bitcoin to pay for goods and services. More businesses are accepting Bitcoin as payment, from online retailers to local coffee shops. It's fast, secure, and eliminates the need for traditional payment processors. Second, Bitcoin can be a store of value, often referred to as digital gold. Many people buy Bitcoin not to spend it, but to hold on to it, believing its value will increase over time. In a world where traditional currencies can lose value due to inflation, Bitcoin offers an alternative way to preserve and grow wealth. So, now you know how Bitcoin transactions work, how to get Bitcoin, and how to use and store it safely. But there's more to Bitcoin than just transactions and wallets. In the next video, we'll explore the challenges and risks of using Bitcoin, as well as its potential future. From price volatility to regulatory hurdles, we'll cover it all. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss part 3 of this series. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to help. Remember, this isn't just about learning, it's about empowering yourself to take control of your financial future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in part 3.